Peter tells us why the UK is the only country that matters.
Yeah. And Mike makes a desperate attempt to get back at the times that I've been taking the mickey out of him for being so patriotic.
And also we get a kind of crazy shill for Mike's favorite game. And Peter tells us about how all UK residents play with themselves.
Let's not even say what the story is. It's a fun story. Like, I mean,
yeah.
All
right. That's it.
There you go. All right, Peter, tell us why we should care what's happening in the UK.
Well, I know that you like to think that the US is the only country in the world that matters, but there are some of us out there in the rest of the world who are looking at the same sort of things. And the UK Competition and Markets Authority has recently evaluated whether Microsoft's proposed acquisition of Activision is a good thing from the point of view of the end user, the people on the street. And they think it's not. The title is that Microsoft's Activision deal could harm UK gamers. And I mean, it's the sort of standard anti-monopoly type thing. It's, reduces competition and it's going to drive up prices and that kind of thing. So nothing too unfamiliar, but be interesting to see what you guys think.
So if Xbox and Activision get rolled up into one thing, there's one fewer console on the market, and the UK doesn't like that.
No. Well, not consoles. Because Xbox and Sony are the two primary consoles. But I think it's more so about like holding a monopoly on all released titles and stuff like that.
Titles.
Okay. Yeah.
But what I wanted to say was something really important, which was try to say Microsoft's acquisition of Activision.
Acquisition of Activision.
Yeah.
Okay. One thing I'm not clear about is whether Activision refers to ABK, which is Activision Blizzard King.
Which does, I think.
It does.
I believe so.
That is just a massive empire. Like, King basically runs all the social games. Blizzard has tons of games, and Activision had tons more. So it's like, it's a huge chunk of the gaming market.
Yeah.
The AAA gaming market, anyway.
Yeah.
So Peter,
and obviously Sony's very worried about this.
Yeah. I mean, but do they make that many games?
No, but they make the tied for first place most bought console.
Oh, I see. So
PlayStation.
If Microsoft buys Activision, then games are less likely to come out as polished a version on the
not only as polished or exclusivity rights on the PlayStation. Now you've taken away a whole chunk for future games to be available, or exclusivity rights on Xbox, I guess it would be. Like, now you get to basically say, do you want to play the new Call of Duty? Okay, you better have an Xbox, kind of thing. You're locking out a whole demographic of people. So I think there's a lot of worry what will happen to these games if Microsoft succeeds in their acquisition.
So I have a personal stake in this because Activision are part of Blizzard, which make World of Warcraft. And World of Warcraft, despite and Blizzard had all these problems recently with like workplace hostility.
Oh, you know what? I do remember. Yes, it is Blizzard as well because of the CEO.
What's his name? God, Rob. I should know this actually.
He's getting a crazy payout for this, by the way.
Yeah, it's like $500 million. His bonuses were tied to getting the stock price to a certain point, and at which case he was in like for percentages, not for a lump sum. And when the stock price was that point, it was such a bonkers amount, like it was $500 million or something crazy like that. And even if he gets fired now, he's still going to walk away with a massive payout.
Oh, of course, yeah.
He's an asshole as well. What's his name? Robbie something or other?
I think it is Rob something. Yeah.
I'm gonna fuck it. I'll do it live. Bobby Kotick. Yeah, that's it. Mm-hmm. He's a really kind of nasty piece of work. He reminded me of Weinstein. He kind of looks like him, or a little bit puffy and kind of too much money.
I think we did that guy. 2 stories about him before, maybe last year.
Yeah, Yeah, it's weird because that whole drama around Blizzard seems to have disappeared. Like I don't really hear much about it after a while, and I mean I don't think it's been solved. Although the latest expansion pack for World of Warcraft has basically, like, I haven't heard anything bad about it. Like every expansion for World of Warcraft that comes out, usually you get the same round of moans, like, oh, they've done away with this issue, they've done away with that, and then over the course of a couple of years, they kind of add in quality of life fixes and they kind of fix the rough edges. But this time around, they seem to have really made a huge effort to make it good, playable, have a plan for the future. Like they're going to have seasons and release different raids and things. And I have not seen any criticism so far. It's really weird. I don't think I've ever seen this for World of Warcraft before.
This is called the Dragonlands expansion?
I forgot the name of it. It's Dragon something. Dragonflight, that's it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you get to play as a Dracoman and you can fly.
Sick.
Yeah,
but I think Blizzard has a lot riding on their crown jewel game, right? World of Warcraft is their biggest moneymaker by far. Like maybe Overwatch was up there at some point, but now it's just, and it's not like Diablo's competing. I think those are their 3 titles really that matter. Can't really count anything else that they've shit out.
Hearthstone. They keep on pushing
Hearthstone, that's right.
They really want people to play Hearthstone.
They did well on Hearthstone as well. I think that's, and then Heroes of the Storm, which was a League of Legends clone, and that didn't go well at all.
What's the other one? The FPS. Oh wait, is it not related to this sweet
Overwatch?
But there's one that's like Overwatch, right? I think I asked you about it,
Valorant. Yeah,
Valorant,
Riot Games make Valorant.
Okay.
It's like a Counter-Strike. It's like a Counter-Strike Overwatch mix.
Do you? So we should probably check in with the old man Mike here.
How are you keeping up?
Yeah, how you keeping up? You right there?
I play startup company game from Hogard Games. Love it. Business builder sim.
I've been playing this game for so long.
For years,
Candy Crush.
I love it. Love it. I'm actually kind of like the primary support person on their message board. So if anybody has questions about the game, gameplay mechanics, how it works, any of the accomplishments.
Where can we download this fabulous game?
Yeah, no, it's a lot of fun. Everybody should come play it.
Startup company on Steam.
Startup company on Steam. And actually it just released for Xbox and PlayStation. We're waiting on a hot fix for some playability issues.
Yeah, so you work there. Really?
Well, I mean, I'm getting a mouse pad. Just
Yeah, you got some swag?
I didn't receive it yet.
Wait, did you actually?
Just it's not a big
from
deal.
them.
It's not a big
buy
deal.
It, or did they?
No,
did
like
they send you swag?
Fanboy gamer.
Yeah, I was chatting with the owner and Discord.
With the owner. Sure.
Yeah. No, I mean it's casual. It's no big deal. It's fine.
Right. First name basis.
I'm kind of a big deal on their Discord server. That's all.
Right.
You're that Mike.
Or do you have like your separate role? Like
I might. Yeah. I mean, not just for me. There are others, but there's only
sure. But like
superstars.
Mostly you. Yeah, mostly.
Sure.
So wait, what did you get? So you got a
unfair.
mouse pad. What else? You got a T-shirt.
That in a roll. It's mouse pad in a roll. This is a nice full size mouse pad though. When it gets here, I'll show it to you.
Yeah.
Nice. At any rate, the important part of the story that I want to ask Peter about is why does the UK think it's the only country on Earth? What makes the UK think it's so important that it doesn't worry about the rest of the world?
For anyone who's not following along here, Mike consistently talks about the US as if it's the only country in the world, and I think he's taking this opportunity to desperately grasp at the fact that it says Activision deal could harm UK gamers. But as I pointed out, this is the UK Competition and Markets Authority, and they're not going to evaluate this deal in terms of Peruvian gamers or Australian gamers because they can't.
Are you saying that Peruvian or Australian gamers are not relevant?
Yeah, that's what it sounds like.
No, you're right. Fuck you.
Sorry
Peru.
that the UK is the only country that matters, Peter.
Are you announcing that the UK is actually having a strained relationship with Peru right now?
Is this an official statement?
Mate. This is politics in a microcosm right here, I think. But then again, Brexit and all that, we've established that we don't want anyone,
Doesn't Does not play well with others.
No, and we don't play well with ourselves, apparently. Oh, hang on.
This is really funny.
Going into dodgy territory.
Let's wrap it up there.
Yeah. We don't like to play with other people.
Oh, you're going to
like to
keep it going.
Play with ourselves.
Just with ourselves. Yep.
Yeah.